are only hours left. And if you're reading these words right now, if something pulled you to this message at this exact moment, then you're already feeling it. You might not understand what it is yet. You might not have words for the strange energy that's been building around you, but you feel it. In your chest, in your dreams, in the way time seems different, in the way people seem different, in the way you seem different to yourself. Something is happening. Something big. Something that most people won't even notice. But you're noticing everything. December 4th is not just another full moon. This is the cold moon. The final supermoon of 2025. The last major cosmic event before we close out this year and step into whatever 2026 holds. And right now, in these final hours before the moon reaches its peak, there's a window. A narrow, precious window where what you do or don't do will determine everything. Will determine whether you step through this portal into a higher timeline or whether you block yourself from the very miracles you've been praying for. I'm not here to give you gentle spiritual advice. I'm not here to tell you everything is love and light and trust the universe. I'm here to warn you. Because there are 7 specific things. 7 anti-spiritual behaviors. 7 mistakes that awakened souls make during powerful full moons, and if you do any of these 7 things in the next 48 hours, you will destroy your breakthrough. You will sabotage your manifestations. You will block the miracles that are literally trying to reach you right now. And the worst part is, you won't even realize you're doing it. You'll think you're being helpful or responsible or realistic. But what you're actually doing is closing the door that the universe just opened for you. So before I tell you what these 7 things are, I need you to make a decision right now. Are you going to take this seriously? Are you going to actually listen and apply what I'm about to tell you? Or are you going to read this, nod along, think that's interesting, and then go right back to doing exactly what you've always done? Because if you're not ready to change your behavior, if you're not willing to make different choices during this critical window, then honestly you can stop reading now. This message isn't for people who want to stay comfortable. This message is for people who are ready to do whatever it takes to break through, even if it means acting in ways that feel strange or uncomfortable, or socially awkward. Still here? Good. Then let me tell you something that might shock you. The reason most people don't experience miracles isn't because miracles aren't available. It's because they block miracles without realizing it. They pray for breakthrough, and then they do all the things that prevent breakthrough from happening. They ask for clarity, and then they fill their lives with noise and distraction. They say they want transformation, and then they cling to everything familiar. They claim they're ready for their next level, and then they keep operating at their current level. And nowhere is this more obvious than during full moons. Full moons are portals. They're energetic gateways, where the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world becomes thin, where manifestation happens faster, where prayers are answered more quickly, where the universe is literally trying to hand you what you've been asking for. But here's what most people don't understand. You can't receive with closed hands. You can't step through a portal while carrying all your old baggage. You can't access miracles while engaging in anti-spiritual behavior. And during this cold moon supermoon on December 4th, the stakes are even higher because this is the last chance this year. This is the final portal. After this, we're in a completely different energetic cycle. So what you do or don't do in these next 48 hours matters more than you probably realize. Now let me tell you about the 7 anti-spiritual things you absolutely must avoid during this full moon. And as I go through each one, pay attention to which ones you're already doing or already planning to do. Because the ones that make you uncomfortable, the ones that make you want to defend yourself or make excuses, those are exactly the ones you need to hear most. The first anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is engaging in gossip or speaking negatively about anyone. I know this sounds basic. I know you've heard this before, but during a full moon, especially a supermoon, the energetic consequences of negative speech are amplified exponentially. When you gossip, when you complain about someone, when you speak negatively about anyone, Even if what you're saying is true, even if they deserve to be criticized, you're doing something very specific energetically. You're lowering your vibration. You're broadcasting a frequency of judgment, negativity, and separation. And miracles, blessings, breakthroughs, they exist at a very high frequency. They can't reach you when you're vibrating low. Think of it like this. Imagine miracles are radio signals being broadcast at a specific frequency. If your receiver, which is you, is tuned to a different frequency, you can't pick up the signal. It doesn't matter how loud or strong the broadcast is. If you're not on the right frequency, you don't receive it. And every time you gossip, every time you speak negatively about someone, you're essentially changing your frequency dial away from the miracle frequency and toward the drama frequency. And you can't be on both frequencies at the same time. During this full moon, the universe is broadcasting miracles at maximum volume. Your prayers are being answered. Your manifestations are trying to come through. But if you spend these critical 48 hours talking about what other people are doing wrong, complaining about how someone hurt you, gossiping about someone's choices or relationships or problems, you're going to miss your window. You're going to block what's trying to reach you. And the cruelest part is, you won't even know you did it. You'll just wonder why everyone else seems to be experiencing breakthrough while you're still stuck. So here's what you do instead. For the next 48 hours, speak only positive words, or speak no words at all. If you can't say something that uplifts, that encourages, that blesses, then stay silent. And if someone tries to pull you into gossip or negative talk about someone else, excuse yourself from the conversation. Don't participate, not even as a listener. Because absorbing negativity is just as damaging as speaking it. Your miracle is more important than being included in other people's drama. Your breakthrough is more valuable than temporary bonding over shared judgment of someone else. The second anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is consuming fear-based media or content. This includes news, social media doom scrolling, true crime shows, horror movies, violent content, anything that's designed to trigger fear, anxiety, anger, or distress. And I already know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, but I need to stay informed. I can't just ignore what's happening in the world. That's irresponsible. Let me be very clear. Staying informed and consuming fear-based content are not the same thing. You can be aware of what's happening in the world without spending hours every day absorbing content that's specifically engineered to keep you in a state of fear and anxiety. Here's what you need to understand about fear-based content. It's not neutral. It's not just information. Every piece of content carries a frequency, carries an energy, carries an intention. And most mainstream media, most sensationalized content, it's deliberately designed to activate your fear response. Because fear keeps you watching, fear keeps you clicking, fear keeps you engaged. And when you're in a state of fear, you're in a state of contraction. You're focused on threats, on problems, on everything that could go wrong. And miracles can't enter a contracted state. Miracles require openness, expansion, trust, receptivity. You can't be in fear and in faith at the same time. During this full moon, your emotional state is even more important than usual because whatever frequency you're holding is being amplified. If you're in fear, that fear gets amplified. If you're in faith, that faith gets amplified. So ask yourself, do you want to amplify your fear or do you want to amplify your faith? Because you get to choose. And that choice is being made every time you decide what to watch, what to read, what to consume, what to allow into your consciousness. For the next 48 hours, commit to a media fast. Stay off news websites, stay off social media, unless you're using it very intentionally for specific purposes. Don't watch anything that's designed to scare you, or upset you, or make you angry. Protect your frequency like your breakthrough depends on it, because it does. Fill your mind with content that uplifts you, that inspires you, that reminds you of what's possible. Read spiritual texts, listen to high-frequency music, watch content that makes you feel hopeful and expanded. Because every piece of content you consume is either moving you closer to your miracle or further away from it. There's no neutral. Choose wisely. The third anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is making major decisions from a place of fear or pressure. During full moons, emotions are heightened, mental activity is amplified, and there's often a sense of urgency, a feeling that you need to figure everything out right now, decide everything right now, fix everything right now. And this urgency can push you into making decisions that you're not actually ready to make, decisions that aren't coming from your aligned self, but from your anxious self. Here's the truth. Any decision made from fear is the wrong decision. It doesn't matter if it seems logical. It doesn't matter if other people are pressuring you to decide. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're running out of time. If the decision is being driven by fear, by anxiety, by pressure, by desperation, it's not going to lead you where you want to go. Fear-based decisions always lead to fear-based outcomes. Always. During this full moon, you might feel pressure to make decisions about relationships, about jobs, about living situations, about investments, about commitments. And some of those decisions might genuinely need to be made soon. But they don't need to be made during this 48-hour window unless you have absolute clarity and peace about the decision. If you're feeling torn, confused, pressured, or anxious about a decision, that's your sign to wait. That's your intuition telling you that you're not in the right state to make that choice yet. Miracles require trust. They require you to believe that the universe has your back, that divine timing is real, that you don't have to force or rush or panic your way into your next level. And when you make fear-based decisions, you're essentially telling the universe, I don't trust you. I don't believe you're going to come through for me. So I'm going to take control and force something to happen, even though I'm not aligned with it. And when you send that message energetically, the universe backs off. Not as punishment, but because the universe honors your free will. If you're choosing fear over faith, if you're choosing control over surrender, the universe lets you have that experience so you can learn from it. So here's what you do instead. If you're facing a decision during this full moon and you don't have complete clarity and peace about it, commit to waiting. Commit to not deciding until after December 6th, when the full moon energy has passed, and you can think more clearly. And if someone is pressuring you to decide now, tell them you need more time. If they can't respect that, if they try to manipulate or guilt you into deciding before you're ready, that's actually valuable information. That's showing you that this person or situation doesn't have your best interest at heart. Real opportunities, aligned opportunities, they don't require you to decide under pressure. They allow you the space to feel into what's right for you. The fourth anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is oversharing your plans, dreams or visions with people who haven't earned access to that information. This is huge. During full moons, especially Gemini full moons which govern communication, there's an amplified urge to talk, to share, to express everything you're thinking and feeling and planning. And this urge can lead you to reveal things prematurely to people who aren't equipped to hold your vision, who don't understand your path, who might even unconsciously sabotage what you're building. Here's what happens energetically when you share your dreams before they're manifested. You disperse the energy. Manifestation requires concentrated focus, sustained belief, protected space. When you talk about what you're creating with multiple people, you're essentially asking them to add their energy to your vision. And if they respond with doubt, with skepticism, with fear, with that's nice but is it realistic, they're not adding positive energy, they're adding resistance. They're introducing frequencies of limitation into your creation field. And even if they respond positively, even if they say supportive things, their understanding of your vision is always going to be filtered through their own limitations, their own experiences, their own beliefs about what's possible. Your dreams are sacred, your visions are precious, and they need to be protected, especially during this vulnerable gestational phase before they've manifested physically. Think about pregnancy. When a woman is pregnant, especially in the early stages, she doesn't announce it to everyone immediately. She holds it privately, protects it, lets the baby develop safely before revealing it to the world. Your dreams need the same protection. They need time to develop in the safety of your own energy field before they're strong enough to withstand outside opinions and energy. During this full moon, you're going to feel excited about things you're planning, things you're building, things you're dreaming about. And that excitement is going to make you want to share. Resist that urge. Keep your vision to yourself. Work on it in private. Build it in silence. And only reveal it after it's manifested, after it's real, after it's so solid that other people's opinions can't shake it. Because if you share it now, if you let people into your creative process prematurely, you risk contaminating the very thing you're trying to birth. The fifth anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is engaging with people who drain your energy or trigger your wounds. During full moons, your energetic boundaries are more permeable. You're more sensitive. You absorb other people's energy more easily. And people who are normally just mildly annoying or slightly negative can become absolutely unbearable during this time. Their energy can affect you more intensely than usual. Their words can trigger you more deeply than usual. Their presence can drain you more completely than usual. And here's what you need to understand. You cannot afford to lose energy right now. You cannot afford to be drained, triggered, or pulled into other people's chaos during this critical 48-hour window. Because the energy you have, the frequency you're holding, that's your currency for miracles. That's what the universe is responding to. That's what's either allowing your breakthrough to come through or blocking it from reaching you. And every time you engage with someone who drains you, every time you let someone trigger your wounds, every time you allow someone to pull you into drama or negativity, you're essentially spending your energetic currency on something that gives you no return. During this full moon, be ruthless about protecting your energy. If someone asks to see you, and the thought of seeing them makes you feel heavy or tired or anxious, say no. If someone calls and you don't have the capacity to hold their energy, don't answer. If someone tries to pull you into drama, or an argument, or their problems, excuse yourself. You are not being mean. You are not being selfish. You are being wise. You are prioritizing your breakthrough over temporary social comfort. You are choosing your miracle over other people's expectations. And here's something else. The people who drain you, the people who trigger you, they're not bad people. They're not your enemies. They're just operating at a different frequency than you are right now. And when frequencies don't match, when there's too much of a gap, interaction becomes exhausting. It's not personal. It's just energetics. And during this full moon, when your frequency is elevated and you're on the verge of breakthrough, the frequency gap between you and certain people is going to feel even wider. Honor that. Don't try to bridge it. Don't try to bring them up to your level. Don't try to lower yourself to theirs. Just create space, create distance, and trust that if these relationships are meant to continue, they'll recalibrate after this full moon when the intensity passes. The sixth anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is staying in environments or situations that make you feel contracted, anxious, or unsafe. Your environment matters. Your physical surroundings matter. The spaces you occupy, the places you spend time, they all carry energy. And some environments are high frequency, supportive, nurturing, while other environments are low frequency, chaotic, draining. And during this full moon, you need to be in high frequency environments as much as possible. If your home feels chaotic or heavy, clean it. Clear the clutter. Open the windows. Burn sage or incense. Make your space feel sacred and peaceful. If your workplace feels toxic or draining, minimize your time there as much as possible during these 48 hours. If there are places you go out of obligation that make you feel contracted or uncomfortable, skip them this time. If there are situations you're supposed to participate in that don't feel aligned, respectfully decline. I know this might sound extreme. I know you might have obligations and responsibilities that you can't just abandon. But what I'm asking you to do is be very intentional about where you're spending your time and energy during this critical window. Because every environment you're in is either supporting your breakthrough or hindering it. There's no neutral. And if you absolutely have to be in a low-frequency environment for some reason, then be very conscious about protecting your energy while you're there. Visualize yourself in a bubble of white light. Affirm that you're protected and that only high-frequency energy can reach you. Limit your time there as much as possible, and as soon as you can, return to a high-frequency environment where you can recalibrate. Your breakthrough is trying to reach you, but it can only reach you in the frequency you're holding, and your frequency is affected by your environment. So choose environments wisely during this full moon. Choose spaces that feel good. Choose places that elevate you. Choose surroundings that support the version of you that you're becoming, not the version of you that you're leaving behind. The seventh and final anti-spiritual thing you must avoid is ignoring your body's needs for rest, nourishment, and care. This might seem obvious, but it's one of the most commonly violated principles during intense spiritual times. People get so focused on the spiritual experience, on processing emotions, on receiving downloads, on doing the inner work, that they completely neglect their physical body. They don't sleep enough. They don't eat well. They don't hydrate. They push through exhaustion. They ignore physical symptoms. And then they wonder why they feel terrible. Your body is not separate from your spiritual experience. Your body is the vehicle for your spiritual experience. It's the temple that houses your spirit. It's the receiver that picks up intuitive guidance. It's the processor that integrates energetic shifts. And if your body is depleted, if it's running on empty, if it's not being cared for, then your capacity to receive miracles, to integrate transformation, to hold higher frequencies, all of that becomes compromised. During this full moon, your body is working overtime. It's processing intense emotions. It's integrating energetic upgrades. It's releasing old patterns and cellular memories. It's recalibrating to match your new frequency. And all of that requires energy, physical energy, which means you need to support your body with rest, with nourishing food, with plenty of water, with gentle movement, with anything that helps your physical form feel safe and supported. So for the next 48 hours, treat your body like the sacred temple it is. Sleep when you're tired, even if it's the middle of the day. Eat food that feels nourishing and alive, not processed or heavy. Drink more water than usual, because water helps move energy through your system. Move your body gently through stretching, walking, dancing, anything that feels good and helps release tension. And if your body is asking for something specific, honor that. If you're craving certain foods, eat them. If you need to rest even though you have things to do, rest. If you need to be in nature, go outside. Your body knows what it needs. Your job is to listen and honor what you hear. Now that you know the 7 anti-spiritual things to avoid during this cold moon supermoon, let me tell you what to do instead. Because avoiding harmful behaviors is important, but it's only half of the equation. The other half is actively engaging in behaviors that support your breakthrough, that elevate your frequency, that open you to receive the miracles that are trying to reach you. First, spend time in silence and stillness. Not meditation necessarily, although meditation is wonderful if that's part of your practice, but just simple silence. Just being, just existing without the constant input of noise, conversation, content, activity. In silence, you can hear your intuition. You can feel your body. You can sense what's true versus what's fear. You can connect with your higher self. You can receive the guidance that's being broadcast to you constantly, but that you miss when you're distracted by noise. Second, spend time in nature if at all possible. Nature is the highest frequency environment available to us. Trees, water, earth, sky, they all carry pure, unfiltered life force energy. And when you're in nature, your body automatically begins to recalibrate. Your nervous system calms. Your frequency elevates. Your mind clears. Even 15 minutes outside, barefoot on the ground if possible, can shift your entire state. If you can't get to nature, bring nature to you. Open windows. Sit by a plant. Listen to nature sounds. Anything that connects you to the natural world helps. Third, journal your thoughts and feelings without censoring or editing. Just write. Stream of consciousness. Whatever's in your head, whatever's in your heart, get it onto paper. The act of writing helps you process what you're experiencing. It externalizes what's internal. It gives form to what's formless. And often, when you write without thinking, without trying to make it make sense, Truth comes through. Insights arrive. Clarity emerges. Your higher self speaks through your hand when your logical mind isn't interfering. Fourth, set a clear intention for what you want to experience as a result of this full moon. Not a wish, not a hope. An intention, a declaration. Write it down. Say it out loud. Be specific, and then release it. Don't obsess over it. Don't keep checking to see if it's manifesting yet. Just set the intention clearly, hand it over to the universe, and trust that it's being handled. Your job is to set the intention and maintain the frequency. The universe's job is to orchestrate the manifestation. And fifth, express gratitude for what's already here and what's on its way. Gratitude is one of the highest frequency emotions available to us. When you're in genuine gratitude, you're in alignment with abundance. You're in the same frequency as miracles. You're telling the universe, I see what you've already given me. I appreciate what I have, and I trust that more good things are coming. That energetic statement is magnetic. It draws more things to be grateful for into your experience. So every morning and every night during this full moon window, write down or speak out loud at least 10 things you're grateful for. And don't just list them mechanically. Feel them. Let yourself actually experience the gratitude in your body. Let it move through you. Let it open your heart. Because gratitude that's felt, not just thought, that's what creates the energetic shift. That's what opens the door for miracles to enter. And here's something else you need to understand about this particular full moon window. This isn't just about receiving miracles in the moment. This is about setting the energetic foundation for your entire 2026. The frequency you hold during these 48 hours, the choices you make, the behaviors you engage in or avoid, all of this is creating a blueprint, an energetic template that will influence the entire year ahead. Think of it like planting seeds. What you plant during this cold moon is what you'll harvest throughout the coming year. This is why the stakes are so high right now. This is why I'm being so direct with you about what to avoid and what to embrace. Because this isn't just about a temporary spiritual high or a nice full moon experience. This is about fundamentally shifting your trajectory. This is about locking in a frequency that will carry you through 2026 with momentum, with clarity, with power. And the opposite is also true. If you waste this window, if you engage in the anti-spiritual behaviors, if you block your own miracles through unconscious choices, you're not just missing out on this moment. You're potentially setting yourself up for another year of struggle, another year of feeling stuck, another year of watching other people break through while you wonder why it's not happening for you. I need you to feel the weight of this moment. I need you to understand that you're standing at a crossroads right now. And the path you choose in these next 48 hours will determine which version of 2026 you experience. There's the version where you break through, where things flow, where miracles become your new normal. And there's the version where you stay stuck, where you keep hitting the same walls, where you keep wondering when things are going to change. Both versions are available to you right now. Both timelines exist, and your choices during this cold moon supermoon are determining which timeline you step into. This is your moment. This is your full moon. This is your last chance before 2025 closes to break through, to transform, to receive the miracles you've been praying for. And all you have to do is avoid these 7 anti-spiritual behaviors for the next 48 hours. All you have to do is protect your energy, maintain your frequency, and stay aligned with what you're calling in. The universe is ready. Your miracles are ready. Your breakthrough is ready. The only question is, are you ready? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you committed to making different choices during this critical window? If you are, if you're truly committed to receiving your miracles during this cold moon supermoon, then type "I'm ready" in the comments right now. Let that be your declaration to the universe that you're not playing anymore. You're not self-sabotaging anymore. You're not blocking your own blessings anymore. You're ready to receive. You're ready to break through. You're ready to step into everything that's been prepared for you. And then prove it. Not with words, but with action. Not with intentions, but with choices. Show the universe through how you move through these next 48 hours that you mean what you said. Show yourself that you're finally ready to stop getting in your own way. Your miracles are waiting. Now go claim them.